At the center of every large galaxy is a supermassive black hole. Almost every large galaxy, including our own Milky Way, has a supermassive black hole. The one at the center of our galaxy is called Sagittarius A and has a mass of more than 4 million suns. These giants influence the motion of all the stars around them and shape the structure of the galaxy. At the center of every large galaxy is a supermassive black hole. Almost every large galaxy, including our own Milky Way, has a supermassive black hole. The one at the center of our galaxy is called Sagittarius A star and has a mass of more than 4 million suns. These giants influence the motion of all the stars around them and shape the structure of the galaxy. Stars can live for billions and trillions of years. The smaller the star, the longer it lives. Red dwarfs, the smallest stars, can live for up to 1 trillion years, which is 100 times the age of the universe. We have yet to see a single one of these dwarfs die. They simply haven't had enough time. One day on Venus is longer than its year. On Venus, one day, rotation around its axis, lasts 243 Earth days, and a year, revolution around the Sun, is only 225 Earth days. This means that on Venus, you will survive a year faster than a day. Some planets are made entirely of ice, even hot ice. On Uranus and Neptune, ice is not only H2O, but also frozen ammonia, methane, and even rocks. At the same time, the planet's interior may contain ice hotter than lava, but under enormous pressure, it does not melt. Voyager 1 has left the solar system and is still sending signals. Launched in 1977, the Voyager 1 probe is still operational and transmitting signals from more than 24 billion kilometers away. It is the most distant human-made object and continues to travel into interstellar space. Cosmic time flows more slowly near massive objects. The closer you are to a massive object like a black hole, the slower time moves for you, an effect predicted by general relativity. Theoretically, you can skip into the future while near a black hole, like in the movie Interstellar. Dark matter makes up 85% of all matter in the universe. Dark matter is invisible, but it affects the motion of galaxies, bends light, and shapes the large-scale structure of the cosmos. Without it, galaxies would simply fall apart. It cannot be seen directly, but it is definitely there, by its gravity. There are planets that orbit 2 stars. There are planets that have 2 suns, like Tatooine in Star Wars. These planets orbit binary star systems and experience complex day and night cycles with alternating light sources. The Moon is moving away from the Earth every year. The Moon is gradually moving away from the Earth by 3.8 centimeters per year. This means that in the distant future, solar eclipses will become impossible. The Moon will seem too small to cover the Sun. Everything on the Moon lasts for millions of years, even the footprints of astronauts. The Moon has almost no atmosphere, no water, and no wind, meaning there is virtually no erosion. The footprints of astronauts, the imprints of equipment, and even the trash left behind in 1969 will remain there for millions of years until they are erased by a random meteorite fall. It's like an open-air museum, but a museum of eternity. Saturn would float if the pool were big enough. Saturn's average density is less than that of water, at only 0.69 grams per cubic centimeter. Theoretically, if there were an ocean the size of Jupiter, Saturn would float in it. This makes it the only planet that officially cannot sink. Comets are the oldest frozen archives of the solar system. Comets formed before the planets were formed, about 4.6 billion years ago. They are made of the primordial material from which everything began. By studying the nucleus of a comet, scientists are reading an archive of space that is almost as old as the solar system itself. The Sun contains 1.3 million Earths, and it's a normal star. Although the Sun appears giant to us, it's a medium-sized star. However, you could fit more than 1.3 million Earths into its volume. The temperature in the core reaches 15 million degrees Celsius, and its light travels from the center to the surface for about 100,000 years before leaving. The ISS orbits the Earth in 90 minutes. The International Space Station, ISS, travels at 28,000 kilometers per hour, which allows it to orbit the entire Earth in 1.5 hours. Astronauts observe 16 sunrises and sunsets per day. It's almost like living in constant accelerated time. Space is constantly expanding, and it's doing so faster over time. It was once thought that the expansion of the universe was slowing down, but in 1998, it was discovered that it was accelerating. This discovery turned everything upside down. A theory of dark energy emerged, which makes up more than 70% of the entire universe and pushes it into infinity. At the birth of the universe, everything was smaller than an atom. Before the Big Bang, or in its first fractions of a second, the entire universe was concentrated in a region smaller than an atom. In a fraction of a nanosecond, it expanded to cosmic proportions. This was not an explosion in space, it was an explosion of space itself. Every atom in you was once inside a star. Your body is made of carbon, oxygen, iron, calcium, elements that didn't form during the Big Bang. These atoms were formed in the cores of stars and then ejected in supernova explosions. You are literally stardust. There may be up to 6 billion Earth-like planets in the universe. According to scientists, there may be up to 6 billion planets in our galaxy alone, similar in size and conditions to Earth. There are more planets than stars. The probability of life is extremely high, we just haven't found it yet. One day on a neutron star lasts a fraction of a second. Neutron stars are the remnants of supernova explosions, incredibly dense. They can rotate up to 700 times per second, and their diameter is only 20 kilometers. It's as if the sun had shrunk to a city. Their day, one rotation, lasts less than 1 second.